I am Mark.
And I'm Ruth. I'm from Maryland, Baltimore, and
I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. The Lord called me into missions, I believe, when I was 11 years old. In 1979, met my wife at the Summer Institute of Linguistics. She was headed one direction and I was headed another, and the Lord brought our two directions together.
And through the years we had 5 children, and so now we have 5 grandchildren.
And we have been serving the Lord for now about 34 years here in Taiwan.
So now we serve with Taiwan Harvest 119 in Chinese, also known as Taiwan Feng Shou Yijiu.
Looking over the map, we saw the West Coast, and Ruth notices that most of these cities had the least number of churches. They were either on Route 1 or Route 19. Well, that's 1 and 19. That's 119. And immediately I said, that's the emergency number. And it just seemed like it hit us that God wanted us to reach these cities, and we counted them, 60 cities on these 2 roads, 60 major cities. I mean, villages of average of 50,000 people or more. We developed a network with pastors so that Taiwan Harvest 119 was a national organization, not from overseas. We hope to have the partnership of all evangelical groups, including other mission organizations, for the purpose of reaching these areas for Christ.
We still have a goal of having 20 lighthouse teams, each lighthouse team of at least 6 people or 3 families in closely connected towns, reaching out to 3 different towns. So that would make 60 towns.
Yes, we hope there'll be churches planted in all these areas, but more realistically, to see Christian fellowships, lighthouses or gospel fellowships in every neighborhood of these areas.
We want them to be multiplying family cell groups.
So that the church might not look like a traditional church with a building, but where the gospel is preached and discipleship takes place.
上帝有感动我们，那我们因着119的意向，就来到了田尾。那我们一开始真的是看见这里的需要，怎么样的把圣经更能够融入适合这个乡村的方式来呈现出来。
先成为他们的朋友，然后再慢慢的更多了解他们的需要。
那因为乡下的人呢，大部分剩下老人跟小孩比较多一点，他们很需要有人去关心他们。
台湾乡下农业社会家庭都是吵吵闹闹，为什么一个家庭然后会这么多的冲突？
我觉得有的时候人们为什么会想去庙里面拜拜，是因为他们心里没有平安。那当他认识了耶稣以后，他看到了真正的平安在里面，我相信会有一家人都会改变。
被上帝使用的人就是会不一样。
Our desire is to offer training, to offer gospel models, and to network with resource churches, both in Taiwan and abroad.
因为乡村工作不是一间教会就能够独立完成，需要很多的教会能够帮助他。
要训练人才，可以有人的这个 commitment， 委身在乡间来，长时期的埋在乡间来，有人愿意出来传道去牧养他们自己的人。
所以我们很期待 ，right， 我们这边的玉田能够就是成为一个很好的 model。让这种模式把它复制 copy 到其他的一些的乡镇区。
And so we want to see churches in each of the 60 towns multiplying to the 4th generation. We want to see 10% saved.
We feel our role is primarily as mobilizers, as encouragers, and as evangelists.
认识的马可牧师路德师母，然后在这个乡下里头跟随他们来如何来传福音。
What I wish I'd known when we first got started was that Bible Stories is not just for children, and it's a wonderful way to share the gospel and to introduce people to God from creation to Christ. You don't have to draw people into the church building. It's okay to go to their homes and to have a Christian fellowship in their homes. We really believe that the Spirit is at work and that people are more responsive than they used to be.
We have people now coming to our home and asking for prayer. There's a lot of opportunities the doors are open if we had more time and more workers.
We would like to see the Lord raise up support for our prayer and communication officer from Taiwan.
We want to see a national leader for Taiwan Harvest 119 as a whole.
We discovered we're not as young as we used to be. We don't handle stress as well as we used to. And so...
or the heat. The summers are hot and long.
We appreciate prayer.
I am Mark.
And I'm Ruth.
And we're here to sow the seeds
of the gospel to reach the west coast of Taiwan.
for Christ.
Amen.